I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday because whatever, I'm recording this right after the last one. I got some things on my mind that I want to talk about. Today I want to talk about magazines. Closing my keyboard. Magazines are essentially dead. And why are they dead? You could look up a lot of reasons, but I think it's mostly because the internet killed the magazine press. Make a song out of that, please. So a lot of magazines are pretty much have gone the way of the dinosaur, but not all of those dinosaurs are dead. Some of them still exist. Some people still like magazines and hair salons and like just a lot of waiting rooms. I mean, not so much today. A lot of with COVID and all. There's a lot of people not waiting in rooms anymore. So a lot of those things are dying, and a lot of them are dead, but they're not gone yet. However, I've seen some magazines starting to make a return, or starting to make, or I shouldn't say making a return yet, but I came across a few magazines. Fusion, like Retro Fusion, which is making like old is like making magazines about like old games and old technology from back in those days, and it looks pretty cool. I found it on Kickstarter, and I thought, why not back it or something, and and the main one that really got my attention was Ninty Fresh. Man, this looks cool. The unofficial Nintendo content from NES to now. And I remember I saw this and I was thinking, why? Sorry, I literally have not looked at this thing at all. I'm just doing a fresh perspective on my thoughts on magazines. Uh, the thought of having another Nintendo magazine, because Nintendo Power has been gone for years, it seemed really cool to me. Because like there's an old feel. I don't know if it's nostalgia. Probably it's probably nostalgia, or if it's something else entirely. But the feel of having an old video game magazine in your hand, or in this case a new one, it feels really nice. Like something to look at that of stuff that I'm interested in. I like video games. I like Nintendo. I don't have any recent systems anymore, but I still love their stuff. It came with a couple things like a certified Ninty Fresh pin. Pins are very cheap things. They don't cost a lot to make, and it's easy to give them out as little gifts. The cover on this one, and these ones are just of like the old systems and all. Dropped it. You know, it's whatever. Like I'm not gonna wear them on my shirt or anything, but maybe I can hang them on a wall or something. Uh, and it came with a few other things, like a mini size of the magazine thing. What I assume is like a coloring outprint that maybe my daughter can play with. I like the thought of that. And a really huge ass one, like just it opens up. Ugh. Brings new definition to the word to centerfold. And there's something on the back of it too. But the thought of having an old video game magazine, or like I said, a new one, it just feels really cool. Like I don't know what kind of news I'm going to encounter in there. I mean, there's obviously going to be old stuff, but there's also going to be new stuff as well. What do you all think about magazines making some kind of a return? Like I don't think a lot of people care about like a lot of old magazines from the old day. Before the internet really started taking over, like you could get a fair amount of news from the magazine, whether it was actually interesting news or just like celebrity bullshit gossip. But stuff like this, sometimes having a written word, it feels nice. There's something to be said about having access to all the information at your fingertips, but then there's something to be said about the feel of paper. Words on a paper. It's got a different feel to it. I feel it engages different parts of your brain, or maybe it engages the same part. I don't really know for sure, but it involves. Actually, no, it doesn't. It does engage more parts of your brain because like if you're just reading something, you're just engaging your sight. But if you're reading something with I should iterate. If you're reading something on a screen, you're just engaging sight. But if you're reading something on paper, you're engaging your touch as well. Maybe it makes it more involved. Maybe that's why I like it. It's more interactive. Maybe that's why magazines might make a comeback soon. Who knows? I mean, I know nothing about this magazine. I'm gonna read it like either tonight or tomorrow and give an opinion on it or whatever. Phone! Making noise. Stop it. And, I lost my train of thought. I'll talk about what's in here later. For all I know, this magazine might suck, and maybe magazines should just die. But, I got a good feeling about this. Again, what do you think about magazines possibly making a return?